this is going to be one of those runs where you gotta just release and just allow yourself to embrace the suck, like I said before. So but I know in 24 minutes, 25 minutes when I'm done, I'm going to be so grateful that I did. So yeah, let's get ready. Got to put some sunscreen on. I don't want to get burnt, so I'm gonna put some sunscreen on, put my shoes on, do a little warm up, and then we're gonna hit this run up. So like if I go home though, right, like I can come back later. Yeah, let's just get this shit done. Let's go. Come on, we can do this. Sunscreen applied, shoes are on. We're about to do some warm-ups, just warm up the body a little bit. I'm already a little warm because I'm coming from the gym, but I like to do a little bit more just to make sure my calves and my Achilles are good. I'm 38 years old, right? I'm watching all these NBA players just tear their Achilles left and right, and I just do not want that to happen. So I'm being extra careful when it comes to that. I'll tell you something that's very interesting that I've noticed about my confidence when it comes to certain things. Now that I'm in the best shape of my life at 38 years old, I just always want to have my shirt off now. And it's not for like a vanity thing. It's really just like a token of achievement and gratitude that I got out of my own way, man. Like, I never took my shirt off. When I went to the beach, when I went to the pool, I went out, I always had my shirt on. And I was so self-conscious about how I looked and how I appeared and my appearance and my body. I had so much shame in how I looked. And now I'm out here, you know what I mean? I'm out here chest out, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here and it feels so freeing, not because the way my body looks, but how I feel about me. And there is nothing better in this world, in my opinion, than shedding shame and freeing yourself from the stories you've told yourself and gaining confidence, and not just in what you do, but who you are, and also like feeling good about how you look. I think it's important. I'm not saying you got to be ripped and shredded to the bone, but I do think it's important, at least for me, it's important for me to feel good and to believe that I look good, and to look good in my clothes, look good butt ass naked, to look good. I want to look good and I want to feel good, and I do. And this isn't about me, even though I'm talking about myself. I'm really talking about you, that I know what it's like to be heavier. I was 280 pounds 2 years ago. I know what it's like to wear sweatpants and to wear baggy clothes and to act like you're not heavy. I know what it's like to look at yourself in the mirror and constantly readjust your clothing. I know what it's like to bend down to tie your shoes and you're like, yo, is my crack showing? I know what it feels like to be like that, and to be on the other side where you know you look good and it doesn't matter what you wear, and you can wear anything right now and you can pull it off, and you're not trying to wear certain clothes to feel a certain way or to hide how you look or hide the shame. To be in that spot, there's no other feeling like that. So someone's arguing with their grandma right now. This is when the thoughts of stopping really creep in for me. It's when I'm stretching. It's when I know the next thing after this is running. This is when I'm like, this sucks. This is when I want to stop. This is when I'm thinking maybe I'll do a half of a 5K. It's interesting, like the closer you get to the thing that you know you're supposed to do, that is when everything starts to flood your brain and flood your mind of trying to convince you to stop. It's not when you're in the car. It's like when you get right here. Yes, I know it sucks when I get here, but it's right when I'm about to step foot on this path is when everything starts to come here. So a mentor once told me that disruption always follows intention. Disruption always follows intention. When you intend to do something great, when you intend to do something meaningful, when you intend to do something that changes your life, ease is not the first thing that comes, it's disruption. It's the things that's trying to stop you. The other force, the enemy, is trying to prevent you from getting where God has called you to go. So this moment that I'm about to embark on is the battle between intention and disruption. And we're not gonna let disruption win. So let's get it. Just thought about something as I was running. I'm on a 36-hour fast right now. I just thought about that. I shouldn't even be running right now. What? But we're here. No excuses. Let's get it. I'm not even gonna hold you up. I'm getting kind of tired. I can definitely feel not having the carbs or really anything to fuel this. So it feels like my body is like running on stored stuff, which is the purpose of fasting. But I don't recommend this at all. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I said I would. So conditions always aren't gonna be easy, and they're not always sometimes gonna be safe. But if your word is on it, you gotta show up. Onward. We're at the point of this run where we have this long straightaway, and it's pretty much all incline. I'm gonna show you in a sec. This is the hardest part of the run. This long straightaway, all incline. So we're gonna run, keep the same pace, and not a little faster when we go up. I think many of us, myself included, we want to get in alignment with the absence of pain and discomfort. And that's just not how it works. At least that's not what I believe. That it's not just going to be easy all the way through. But it's when you allow yourself, like I said before, to get uncomfortable. Coming out here and running, I don't have to do this. It's like you don't have to work out. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It's like a willful sacrifice, right? It's like willful suffering. And I just believe God will always give you the capacity to withstand the trials and tribulations that's on your path. It's when we drift away from our path to someone else's path because we don't have boundaries, or we don't have a system, we don't have routines, we don't have a foundation. That's when everything starts to feel daunting and heavy, and stress and the worry and the anxiety starts to settle in because you're in someone else's lane that you're not made to sustain that. But you got to find and discover your lane. The longer that you're looking at what everyone else is doing and comparing where they are to where you're at, and you're wanting to jump in their world, you're just going to prolong your journey further and further and further down. So succeed at don't be afraid of the discomfort and the challenges that your lane provides. See that as a sign of just how strong you really are and just how much God believes that you have the capacity to withstand all of this. Because if you didn't, you would know. Trust me, you would know. There's been things that I've tried to do that no matter how much I tried, it just didn't work. I thought I was gonna make it to the NBA. And I believe I really had the talent to do it. But I had 3 knee surgeries in a span of 5 years, right? I had my first one my senior in high school. I had my second one my junior year in college, and I had my third one the year after I graduated college. And every time I tried to give it my all, something happened. I just didn't have in my opinion, I just didn't have the capacity to withstand what that level of basketball demanded from me. And I gave it everything that I could, and I went as far as I could, but I'm at peace now knowing that that was not for me. But the journey that I went on, the tools that I got from that, I take with me today. And one of the things that basketball showed me was no matter how much more talented or gifted someone was, When we got into the gym, when we were working out, when we were doing drills, no one outworked me. No one was in better shape than me. No one could run sprints faster than me. No one was willing to run further than me. No one was willing to do crazy stuff like I was willing to do. So I knew that when it came to not just competition, but when it came to withstanding adversity, I was always going to win. I may not have had the talent to take me to the highest of levels, but I had the work ethic and I had the determination that when I found my lane, when I discovered my lane, the sky was the limit. And I was going to accomplish whatever I wanted, whatever the desires of my hearts are. And so, yeah. So as I was getting ready to get to my car, I was stopped by four people on different occasions were asking me, because I guess they saw me, some saw me recording content as I was running. And then I remember I passed by this older gentleman. We were crossing different paths and I saw him running. And then when I was about to walk in my car, he goes, "I hate you, man." He was like, "You make running look so easy." And I started laughing and we started talking for a little bit, but it's just so crazy. Like this time 2 years ago, this time 2 years ago, I was just in the worst shape of my life, inside and out. And I didn't think I was ever going to get to this place. No matter what I tried to do, I would stop. It wouldn't work. I would quit, make so many excuses. And now fast forward to have people come up to me and ask me about what am I recording and how's my content going, and jokingly say I'm envious about how easy you make it look when everything felt so hard and difficult and impossible not that long ago. So God is good.